I'm Chef Sueson Vess. 2020 has had its struggles and challenges, but as survivors, we are up to the task. We always are ready to overcome obstacles. So welcome to the Duke Cancer Institute Survivorship Cooking Demonstration, Home Edition, and welcome to my kitchen. From the comfort of your home and mine, let's talk about food and how we can build our immunity to become an unwelcome host to viruses and diseases. Survivor, supporter, or struggler, wherever you are today, today is a good day to look at the possibilities of what we can do to become stronger and even healthier. And I like to start talking about smoothies. A lot of us have smoothies every day, maybe for lunch, maybe for a snack, maybe even for breakfast. But we make these smoothies, we put them in a cup, we drink them through a straw, and we drink it fast. And I'd like to talk about having your smoothie in a bowl. So we're gonna make 3 different smoothies so that you can see and look at all the different things that we can do, but we're gonna eat them with a spoon. So digestion starts in our mouth, and when we take a drink of something with a straw and we're just sucking that down and we're drinking it fast, we don't really have time for all those digestive juices and enzymes to get to work. So I'd like to suggest a different way. So the first smoothie that I'm gonna make, I call Black Forest, because it reminds me of a Black Forest cake that I used to eat when I was a child, back when I was allowed to eat anything that I wanted. So I'm gonna start with a banana, and I'm gonna add to that a cup of frozen blueberries. I'm gonna add a half a cup of cherries, again frozen. I'm gonna add a tablespoon of raw cacao. So I like to recommend the organic cacao powder over chocolate. So we think chocolate is chocolate, but cacao powder, when it's raw, it hasn't been roasted, so all the nutrients are still intact. It is a good source of magnesium and potassium, and so we're gonna use that for our smoothie today. So I added that. I'm also adding a scoop of protein powder. And again, I like to use a collagen protein powder, but you use whatever protein powder works best for you. And I'm adding to that some tart cherry juice. I'm gonna start with about 1/4 of a cup. If I need more, I can always add that. And now I'm gonna make noise. So if we want this to be a little thicker, we can always add some ice cubes. And I think I'm gonna add a couple of ice cubes just to make it a little thicker. You can add enough ice cubes to make it like soft serve ice cream. More noise. And now we're going to put this in a bowl. Like I said, we're not going to drink this in a cup. So look, it's nice and thick and creamy. And I'm going to top that with some walnuts. And a few more fresh blueberries, just to remind us what that yummy smoothie has in store for us. The next smoothie I'd like to make is called Sunrise Surprise, and it has watermelon, avocado, mint, some lime juice. It sounds really weird, but watermelon is so good. And I've said to you before, and I will say many times, to eat the colors of the rainbow. So we want to eat blueberries, and we want to eat peaches, and we want to have the yellow and the red, and the watermelon is red and a good source of lycopene. So these are all really good things. When I was going through my cancer treatment, and I'm a survivor, I'm a 2-time survivor of ovarian and breast cancer. When I was going through treatment, I had a number of nutrients and supplements that were powders, and smoothies were a great place to hide those things and I didn't have to taste them. And I wasn't a big fan of really sweet things, and it may have been the chemo or whatever, but I liked more savory. So I liked watermelon, which sounds sweet, but when you add the avocado and the mint to it, the mint helps with digestion in your tummy, and the avocado makes it creamy. So it's not going to be red like watermelon, it's going to be more of an orange color, but it's delicious. So let's get started. I'm going to add 2 cups of watermelon. I'm going to add a half of an avocado. And I'm going to add some mint leaves that I just picked out of my garden. And I'm going to add, just going to add a little bit of lime juice. So watermelon usually is pretty, of course I'm going to add some protein powder. Watermelon is pretty juicy, so that this smoothie doesn't require a lot of liquid added to it. We'll put a little bit, we can always add more, and we can always add ice cubes. So here we go, making noise. All right, you'll see that this is kind of an orangey color, kind of like an early sunrise. So we're going to put a few extra mint leaves just to make it look pretty. Okay, smoothie number 2 is ready to go. So for our third smoothie, I'm going to make my favorite, which is key lime pie. And it really does taste like a key lime pie, in spite of the ingredients that are in it, which we're going to go through right now. Okay, so I'm putting an avocado in, a half of an avocado, because that avocado is going to give it that creaminess. I'm also putting in a cup of coconut cream, coconut milk, whichever you want to use. I want you to, if you're using coconut milk, use the full fat version. And I want to show you 3 of my favorites. So Thai Kitchen now makes a coconut milk that has no guar gum, no anything added. There's 2 ingredients, and it's coconut and water. I love this one. And it's nice because it's got this reusable top. It's not in a can. You can pour what you need and keep it in the refrigerator. Another one that I really like is I don't know how to say it, Aro D brand. And again, there is 1 ingredient, coconut milk. That's it. Okay, so this comes in 2 sizes. You can get this in a quart as well. But I often end up having to buy this online because I don't find it in a lot of the grocery stores, but it's a good one. And the third one that I really like is made by Let's Do Organic, who does a lot of coconut products. And this is a heavy coconut cream. And again, the only ingredient is coconut and a little water. That's it. So there's no additives, and these are really great for making puddings, making sauces, making curries, whatever you want with your coconut milk, which I use a lot of. Okay, back to our smoothie. So we've got coconut, we've got avocado, and we've got a cup of spinach. Now, there's a lot of ingredients in this, but it's worth it, trust me. So we're gonna add another banana to this one. I like to use a green banana when possible. Why, do you ask? So green bananas have what's known as resistant starch, and that helps your tummy, and it aids in, so a green banana and resistant starch is a prebiotic food. So prebiotics feed the probiotics. We know about probiotics. We've seen enough TV commercials learning about yogurt and all these other fermented foods, but we don't know as much about prebiotics. And we need to feed the probiotics some good prebiotic. And resistant starch, which a green banana is, really helps to feed that. So it's digested in your small intestine instead of other places in your digestive system. So it's good. Green banana, green, green, green. The green banana is still white. So for sweetness, I'm going to add a couple of medjool dates. Medjool dates are just softer and a little easier to grind up. You can use any dates you want, or you could use honey, preferably local honey if you're using that, or raw local honey. You can use stevia, you can use monk fruit, whatever you choose as your sweetener. I'm going to use the dates. Again, I'm going to add my protein powder, my scoop of collagen powder. I'm going to add a little vanilla. Now you can use vanilla extract, but I'm using powdered vanilla. And I started using this because I had read about all the additives and all the ingredients that went into vanilla. And what this powdered vanilla is, and it's organic, fair trade, it's just vanilla. So you get a really nice, strong vanilla flavor. You don't get any alcohol, you don't get any sugar, you don't get all those additives. Okay, so the star of the show is still gonna be limes. And in my recipe, I tell you 4 tablespoons of fresh lime juice, or if you want, you could use the key lime juice in a bottle. So you can squeeze your limes, and I have every juicer known to man. But what I found was if I peel my lime, I get the whole lime, and it gives you a little more fiber, of course, and so much of a stronger lemon lime flavor. So I just want to show you, if possible, how I do this. So I'm going to cut off either end of the lime, mostly so I get a stable work condition. And then you just start going on the outside, and you just peel that little bit of skin off. And you just keep going until, voila, you end up with a whole peeled lime. And then I'm just going to cut it in pieces before I blend it up, because I want to make sure there's no seeds in there. Although, if you get a seed, it's going to be ground up and it's not going to hurt you. So I'm going to start with 1 lime, and then we're going to taste it. And if it needs more of that limey kick, we can always add more to it. Okay, I'm going to make noise. Because I'm going to add ice cubes to get this nice and thick and rich, but I want to make sure we got the lime just right. I'm going to add another half of lime just to give it a little bit more zest. But at the same time, I'm going to put my ice cubes in. So you want to add 4 or 5 ice cubes, and since my ice is melting, that's why I'm adding a little more. Okay, this creamy deliciousness is so awesome. This really is my favorite one, I think. I loved key lime pie back in the days when I ate that. Look at that. It is so creamy and awesome. So for this one, I'm going to add some coconut flakes. And I think some nuts. Give me a little crunch to go with this. We could also add some more avocado. Avocado is a really good, healthy fat, and we want to eat, I eat an avocado a day. I either put it in my salad, well, I like to just eat them plain. Okay, so I cut it in half and I sliced it, and I'm just gonna get some cubes that we're just gonna add to the top of this. So it looks pretty, and I get a little bit more of that good healthy fat. And potassium, we need potassium, and this is a great source. So these are our beautiful smoothies. I hope that something that has caught your eye and is tempting you to make these great smoothies for you and your family today. Thank you for joining me. Look for other fun cooking videos on Duke Cancer Institute's Survivor page. Until then, wishing you all good health and good food. Thank you.